So good to be with all of you here today. We're speaking English today, and I have my friend here, Nikolai, and we're going to talk a little bit about a seminar that is coming on the 9th of August. It's a 4-hour workshop on trauma and breathing, and we are really excited. It costs only 20,000. And we're probably gonna get a full house. So if you need tickets for it, you need to go to listening.is and secure your tickets as soon as possible. So Nikolai, it's good to have you here with me today.
Same, thank you so much.
I'm really excited. We did a little bit of breathing, and I feel clarity.
Perfect. Simples and clarity.
It was like having that cup of coffee at 4 o'clock I can't have.
That's right.
Because then I won't sleep through the night.
That's right.
So tell us a little bit about you, Nikolai. People know me here at Listening, but
yes, of course.
Who is Nikolai?
Yeah, who is Nikolai? That's a big question. I think to keep it within the framework that we are talking about with trauma and trauma therapy, I have used breathwork as a therapy form for the last 15 years.
Okay.
I came myself through a rehab program that was for gang members in Denmark. And I came through that, was introduced to breathwork and somatic bodywork. And for me, I would say it saved my life for sure. Yeah. Like 100% saved my life. It changed my life destiny.
Yeah.
And since then, I had this wish. I was like, okay, I want to give this to as many people as I can.
Yeah.
And I have done a good effort of it. I have taught a few thousands of people for sure.
Yeah.
I guess it's like, of course, there is a reason that the two of us wants to work together, because we share a lot of the similar personality traits and background experiences and life experiences. For me, it was really, if I could explain it in the most simple way, coming out from the darkness. This was the only thing that could really pull me out of it, right? Like the breath of life is talked about in some scriptures, right? The breath of God, the breath of life, like really breathing air and energy into the system, coming from this very dark place of drug abuse and violence into a new life path of sharing and giving back to the community and setting up programs around the world. The first program I set up was in Hackney in 2014 for gang members and people in that in that industry, in the most violent area of London.
Okay.
It had a Peace Prize awarded from UNESCO. We came third place of that project for entrepreneurs. And what I have seen through the years is just when you apply the breath work to, we could say, classical therapy forms, the individual has such a high success rate. Because the breathwork really goes in and supports that the person can have more energy. They have more clarity, like you just said, so they can actually do the work.
Of course, because with trauma, I think the main thing is that people, they don't have enough courage, enough of peace to really face the painful situations in their past, and it's really sad, because we see, like I've taken a lot of therapeutic work through the years with people, and it's really sad to see that so many people, they give up before they really get results. And I've been pondering that thought for years, like what really is it? And I think my conclusion will come more out in the seminar, but it's those lies that we believe about ourselves, like I'm not good enough, I'm not enough, worth nothing, worthless, and it's almost like I'm afraid to find out that it is true. So in therapy, to help people to get more clarity and to get more peace and get more courage to face themselves, because that's really, I don't know a lot about breath work, and I'm really excited to see how it's going to go together.
It'll be great.
Yeah, it's going to be great. But with trauma work, it's so rewarding to see people transform and get a new life. And
For sure.
Like your past, you said you were a in rehab for gang members.
Yes.
Yeah.
No further comments on that.
And me coming from that world as well, now transformed, wanting to give people a new past.
Exactly.
And that's so beautiful.
Exactly.
So who can do breath work, and how can it help trauma?
Who can do it? Everyone can do it, except for people that are on very heavy medication for schizophrenia and bipolar disorder.
Okay.
So if you're on a high amount of lithium,
Yeah.
it's not advised because it can interfere too much with the process.
Okay.
So if you wanted to do it on that, you would preferably work one-to-one with someone like me.
Yeah. Okay.
In the seminar that we are doing, anyone can join it.
Yeah.
Because we are doing more like a taste of what it is.
Yeah.
Still gonna be deep.
Yeah.
Still gonna be pretty intense probably for many people.
Yeah.
But it's not the full scale. Like some of the sessions I do as an example is up to 3 hours, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Of just breathing.
Just breathing.
Whereas breathing and breathing and
Yeah.
breathing. So of course in our seminar, people are getting a taste of what is therapy, what is the work that you do, what is the work that I do, and they will go away with a good feeling and a more tangible experience of like what is breath work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if we look at the word trauma, it's really just, it's a wound, right?
Yeah.
Like that is the
wound.
origin of the word,
Yeah.
right? It's like, it's a wound, trauma is a wound. So what the breath work helps is it goes into the wound and opens up the wound,
Yeah.
which is super uncomfortable, of course, as we know.
Yeah, but is it like, okay, that's because I have a lot of clients who are really afraid to work with trauma through the years. And they all say the same thing after we work with it. It's easier to work with it than to carry it.
Yes, for sure. Yes, for sure.
But it's the frightening remembrance of the body, of the pain,
Exactly.
that is really the most fearful thing. But that is getting healed, or what?
Exactly. Yes, exactly. So it's exactly that. It's like we can imagine we have the physical memory, like
Yeah.
the memory which is in the brain or the mind,
Yeah.
but we also have the memory of the body.
Yeah.
So what the breath work does, it goes in and helps release that trauma of the body.
Oh,
Helps
so
release the
somatically.
the somatic experience of the body is released through the breath.
Yeah.
If you know what to do with the breath, of course.
Yeah.
And I often talk to people because sometimes you can cry during the breath work, sometimes you can laugh, sometimes you can get angry. And
Yeah.
the difference is that in a session with you, as an example, you would usually pinpoint like, this is why you're angry.
Yeah.
Where in the breathwork session, you won't necessarily really know what it is. It will just come like, boom.
Yeah.
And a feeling will come over you and you can help release all of those emotions.
Because
So
the
it's-
body stores it, right?
Stores everything.
Yeah, that's what
Everything.
Van der Kolk says.
The body keeps the score.
Yeah, but yeah, the body keeps the score.
Yeah, exactly.
So it helps release the trauma. So let's say you come to the seminar, what we're like, the things I'm going to do is going to talk a little bit about the internal family system. I love the book by Richard Schwartz, No Bad Parts.
No bad parts,
Because
yeah.
what I love about the internal family system therapy is that there really isn't no bad part of you. It's just a
Exactly.
part of you. It's
Exactly.
your defensive mechanism. It's something that was needed in the times of war or pain or trauma, and it was formed. But because so many times there's this inner turbulence with people when they're fighting themselves, they're fighting their parts. They're like trying to control and push away thoughts instead of really welcoming it.
Exactly.
And getting to know it and getting to understand where is this coming from, like why am I being triggered, and now triggers are a gift. It's not
Yes, for sure.
it's not
No.
something you hate and you have to run away from.
I'm so excited when I find one now.
Yeah.
Come on, please, bring one, please.
Yeah, so you can follow that as a trailhead into what really happened to you.
Exactly.
That is what I really like as well. From the psychology standpoint, is more and more we are asking. We're not saying what's wrong with you. That was what was said about me. Like, what's wrong with you? Why don't you stop
let me
behaving
figure
like
out.
that?
Exactly.
But today it's more of what happened to you.
Right.
Yeah. So can people be restored?
I believe everyone has the ability to be
Yeah.
restored 100%.
Yeah. Well, what do they need to come to to your point, like what do people need? What is the main ingredient people need to get healed?
Unconditional love.
Yeah.
From inside.
Yeah.
Not from someone else, from from yourself, from ourselves.
Yeah.
Some people
coming to peace with yourself.
Yeah, and some people refer to it as God. Some people refer to it as unconditional love. But it's like that feeling where you know when you really experience it, you know it.
Yeah.
It's not just like a being talking to you. It's like a full body. I can't move. I can't do anything. I'm like the body is like stuck, and you just feel that overwhelming feeling of what love really is.
Yeah, that is so freeing.
It is so freeing.
Yeah.
It's scary also the first time you feel it. It's like, what is this, right?
Exactly.
And then you're like, whoa, this is love.
Yeah, and learning to walk in that, navigate, because like if you've been raised in traumatic situations where you didn't have real love, it's really hard for you to contain that.
Exactly.
It's really hard for you to give something that you never experienced.
Exactly.
What I found out in my life, that I didn't even know what love was, but I was doing all the right things.
Yes.
But it was kind of like an Excel sheet, and I was ticking the boxes, what to do.
Buy this. Tick.
Yeah, like hug
Say
your
this.
kids, or
Okay,
like
right.
say you love your wife,
Right.
ask how has your day been, like. But it all came from the cognitive,
Right.
because in my heart I was still so afraid of that feeling of love.
Yeah, exactly.
But through a lot of therapy work, I'm really excited about the breath work. Like
So this is what in the system that I studied from China, from the Taoist philosophy, they say that there is 6 gateways into, you could say, love or God or the self.
Yeah.
And one of them is, of course, the mind.
Yeah.
One of them is the intellect.
Yeah.
One of them is the breath. One is the body. So it's like there is so many different pathways to enter into the state.
Yeah.
So the beautiful thing I think about the workshop that we are doing is to combining the 2.
Yeah.
Well, 3 really often, right? It's like we combine the memory, the intellect, the mind, and then we add the breath work to it.
Yeah.
So people really have a full scale of like you can do so many things.
Yeah.
To enter into love, to enter into that self, you could say, innate ability to heal.
Yeah.
Because it is only people who can heal themselves. Like I can't heal them.
No.
I'm pretty sure you can't heal them either.
No.
Maybe. I'm pretty sure, right? So it's like they have to heal. Like it is just ourselves. We can provide tools. We can provide techniques. We can provide
Safety,
a space for it. Exactly, safe space.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the work has to be done from the individual.
Yeah, and that is the hard thing and the beautiful thing about it.
Exactly.
And really, when we find, so if you're coming to the seminar, what would be really good for you to do is to do a trauma line over your life, like from when you were conceived until today, like every traumatic thing, every big thing that happened to you. Because something shifts when we look at that. We don't know it on the inside, but we look at that, and then we can ask ourselves, how would a 6-year-old feel when that?
Exactly.
What would he think about himself? And to find what is it really that I, in the core behind all my defensive mechanism that I believe about myself,
Right.
and replacing that lie with the truth.
Yeah, powerful.
Is such an unconditional love towards yourself, because just allowing yourself to stand up after you like, I mean, me and you, of course, have done horrible things coming from our background, but you can't measure pain.
No.
You can't measure feelings. Like we all have this feeling of inadequacy on the inside, like, or we are better than others. Like, but both are rooted in the same lack of who I am.
Exactly. And
because when I'm equal, when I know who I am, when I know I'm lovable, when I know I'm precious and unique, I don't need to be above you anymore. I can just be with you.
Exactly. Can be present.
Yeah.
Yeah, powerful.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more on the seminar, like on what can people, because people might be like, okay, like what is going to happen? Am I going to make a fool out of myself? Like,
probably. Scare everyone away. Joke. I mean, it is important, I think, to talk about that. Like, emotions will very likely come up.
Yeah.
Because they're working with both you and with me.
Yeah.
So when we combine that experience of talking about, like you said, the trauma and different personalities or different sides of ourselves, like when we talk about all of these things and add the breath to it, of course there will be things that are fresh in the mind.
Yeah.
So if you see it as an opportunity, like if the people can see it as an opportunity to release those negative thinking patterns that they have, then it doesn't really matter if you cry or if you scream or if you laugh or if you just do nothing.
Yeah.
Everything is okay and everything can happen in the workshop.
Yeah.
It is very normal that people will start crying, they'll start feeling emotions, but we are there, of course. I have facilitated, like I said, more than 2,000 plus people, right? And I've worked in the prison, so I'm 100% sure that no matter what anyone would do in the room, I would not be, oh my God, that's so wild. Unfortunately, I would say I don't get that feeling anymore. I have really seen everything from people in prison destroying a chair and starting a fight, and I've seen everything during my sessions. So I won't be shocked, and you won't be shocked either.
Yeah.
So if they can see it as like, okay, this is a safe space where I can come and I can do maybe hours of work in a very short time.
Yeah.
Like in 4 hours, you will have the ability to do what would maybe take you 20 or 40 or 50 hours to do. You can do it in 4 hours. You can really go in, like deep in, and release it, and then.
And the main thing that we are going to do is to hold a safe space
for sure,
for people.
Very safe.
Yeah.
I couldn't almost not imagine a safer space than you and me.
Yeah. So that's going to be
holding it down.
Yeah, and giving people permission to feel.
For sure.
To react, and so like, and people are just going to feel that, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Feel the love, because that is. I guess for both of us, what we share also is that I wrote on Facebook is like 100% acceptance.
Yeah.
Like I can accept everyone. That's why I want to do this kind of workshops.
Yeah.
Where anyone can come.
Yeah.
They can just be. We're not going to ask them to share in front of a group of what they're feeling. It's not that kind of workshop. It's just we are there, we speak, we practice, and we release.
Yeah. That's going to be so good. And it's interesting, like with like what is trauma? Gabor says it so well. He says, "Good trauma is not really what happened to you, but what happened inside of you."
Exactly.
When something happened to you.
Exactly.
And I think he was interviewing. I think her name is Mel Robbins. She's written a book and she's got a podcast. I love listening to her. And he was like, while he was talking to her on her podcast, he said like, "Can I be personal with you?" And she's like, "Yeah, I feel like there's trauma in your past, like there's some kind of a brokenness there." And she's like, well, when I was 12 or 13, I went to the summer camp, and I woke up with a man on top of me, and he's like, "Wow, okay, that must have been really hard. And who did you tell?" And she's like, "No one." "Okay. How would you feel if that would have happened to your daughter?" And she's like, "Well, if someone would do that to my daughter, I would get crazy and I would be angry." And he's like, No. If that would happen to your daughter and she wouldn't tell you. And
perspective change.
Yeah, because that, and then he said, because that is really your trauma.
Exactly.
You had no one to talk to.
Right.
You had no one to tell.
Right.
And being a teenage girl or a teenage boy or a kid and having no one.
Exactly.
That is having no one you trust with what happens to you is, that in itself is deep traumatic experience that will cause you not to trust people.
Exactly.
So among that and a lot of other things, I think this seminar is going to give people both a stepping stool into their new future, seeing things they can keep on working with a therapist.
Exactly.
Like seeing new things, seeing new kinds of trauma within them, or understanding deeper that you are not a bad person.
Exactly.
Like something happened to you, and I think that is the hardest thing, at least with past like you and I have, is to really accept that.
Exactly,
right? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think the first time when I had that thought, like I'm lovable, like I'm not just lovable, like I'm worthy of receiving love.
Oh yeah.
It was so difficult.
Yeah.
So I had spent, I don't know, many years, right? I don't know how many years, a lot of years, right?
Yeah.
Really thinking like I'm not worthy of love.
Yeah.
I'm not worthy of feeling love, of receiving love, of getting love. And then coming to that kind of like, crisis turning point, right? Like coming to the turning point where it's like, whoa, not just am I worthy of love, I'm also receiving love already. Like I am already loved.
Yeah.
Like people already love me. There is already people that love me. It's just me who are not wanting to accept it.
Yeah.
I think I cried for, 3 days almost.
Yeah.
I remember one of the old gangsters who was in the same program as me. He lifted me up. He lifted me and just hugged me, and I cried and cried and cried in his arms. And I remember he like stroked my hair like I was a little kid, right? I was pretty wild at the time, right? I was young, of course, but I was pretty wild. And he was just like, "It's okay, Nikolai, just cry.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to cry." And I was just like, wow, having another man also like holding me, and I could cry, and it was not like it was nothing weird about it. Like it wasn't, I don't know, like it wasn't one of these tantra workshops where we were. It was rough, like fucking tough love, but still so deep that like, boom, it's like solid guy.
Yeah.
And then I had to just cry for so long. And of course it was uncomfortable and it was weird and it's unknown also, right? I hadn't really cried for many years. I mean, I remember one time where I had to cry at a funeral. I passed out instead of crying because I didn't allow myself to cry. So I just passed out on the church floor instead. And my brother, he was like, "Yo, what's going on?" And I was like, "Nothing, I'm fine." He was like, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm good. Like, So like to cry was really big. And then after that is almost like the heart is like small crack in the heart that can open for that feeling of like, whoa, okay, love can come in.
Yeah.
And it can be received no matter who you are and what you have done, and everything is all about, do you allow the love to come in, and are you willing to change also? Because of course we have to change also.
Yeah, and also like allowing the love in, or like in my journey of healing, love was so painful.
Sure.
Like if love is painful, you want to close your heart to love, like, because that is, you don't want it, like, because it's too painful. It's better to close your heart and put a castle around it and just be strong.
Yes.
And then that doesn't work either, does it?
No.
So what would you say to someone who's thinking about coming? Like, what would you...
Just do it.
I love Nike.
Yeah, exactly.
the best words in the world. Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
But it really is also true. It's like, if you're nervous, definitely come.
Yeah.
If you don't feel any nervousness, maybe don't come.
Yeah.
Then maybe just don't do it.
Yeah.
But if you feel some kind of like nervousness, excitement, like, okay, like what is this? Come and see.
Yeah.
Because that's usually where the real work is.
Yeah.
At least for me, every kind of therapeutical process or retreat or anything I've gone into that has been life-changing for me, there is always this feeling of like, I'm probably too busy today to go there. Exactly. Yeah. No, busyness. I'm too busy. Of course, it's like deep fear that just tries to stop you from growing, right? It's like our ego that is like, no, don't go out of the comfort zone. You're good here. Like, bro, you're good. Don't go out.
The ego needs the system.
Exactly.
To survive.
Exactly. This is how I function well.
Yeah.
So then it's like, of course, go there, do it, come to us. And it's like I said, I couldn't really imagine a safer space than the two of us.
Yeah.
We have tried a lot.
Yeah.
We have gone through a lot, seen a lot, both experienced a lot on ourselves, on our own life, on our own bodies, worked with so many people. So it's like, just come.
Yeah.
And I really want to invite the real people to come, the real people, you know who you are, to come and be with us, because we need to stay, we need to work.
Yeah.
And it's not just work for you, it's also work for the whole community.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. Like, what happens when one person gets healed? Like, what happens to the community? Like,
when there's someone like you and me, a lot happens. A lot happens to the community.
yeah, and when we start loving, what happens? Like, what happens when more people are awakened and healed up, go through therapy? Like, we started our podcast, One Ráðgjöf, many years ago, and when that started, there was a lot of more of a, like, marriage counseling was like, are you in marriage counseling? But
my God.
we wanted to normalize that.
Yes.
Because like, if you go and have a dog, you get a dog trainer. You go to the gym, you get a personal trainer. You win some money, you get some investor to help you, and you're always getting someone to help you with all these good things. But then you take the biggest decision in your life. Want to spend the rest of the life with someone, and I'm gonna find it out.
Exactly.
And that really happened, and I think that is really beautiful when the society gets awakened that there's a better way.
For sure.
And now, like, there's a better way dealing with your trauma, dealing with your triggers.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is what I love about all the inner healing I've done, is I'm not hurting my people as much.
Exactly.
Because my triggers are going down and my behavior is changing more and more, and I'm more and more loving and learning to respect and love, and as I'm navigating learning to love myself.
Exactly. Yeah, I was actually talking about it today in one of the sessions I had. It's like, it's a new type of warrior, because it's still a warrior spirit, but it's not like the warrior that goes out and hurts someone. He's the one who doesn't have control. He's like lost in emotions and lost in traumas and lost in triggers.
Yeah.
So it's like changing the warrior attitude into the warrior who can sit, who can like face the pain. He can see the pain and he doesn't move.
Yeah.
He just like sits there and just sees everything. And it's still the warrior spirit. You still need to have the warrior spirit for it. It's even more tough than the other one, right?
Yeah.
Because the one who has to go on attack, and I'm not just meaning like hitting someone, it can be like shouting at your girlfriend, it can be getting pissed off in traffic, losing control, exactly. Yeah. That is the weak warrior.
Yeah.
Still a warrior, sure.
Yeah.
Still acting,
yeah,
but not acting from like that place of like inner calmness and peace. So when we change one individual, like when we change as an individual, we change the whole circle around us. And that circle could be one person, it could be 20 people, it could be thousands of people.
Yeah.
We don't know. It's like a stone that hits the water, and we just see that first ripple, but we don't know how far that ripple go, but it does go deep.
Yeah.
Very deep.
That's very good. In the seminar, I'm going to be really personal, open with my life. I'm going to use my mistakes. So, and really share my heart. And
yes,
that's probably what you're going to do as well. Like,
most likely.
Keeping it real.
Keep it real.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
For me, when I met you, there was one of the big things where I was like, okay, nice. It's someone who does therapy, but it's not just therapy. It's like someone who is willing and brave enough to share their own life story and do the therapy, because for me, that's the only way it can work, really.
Yeah.
The old system of a therapist that you don't know anything about, who is just sitting, hello, how are you feeling? Okay. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
It doesn't really resonate in the same way.
No.
It might work for some people, but it doesn't have the same resonance. There is something powerful when you know, first of all, we are all just people. We all have our shit and have had our shit and will have our shit. And you can mirror in that and then apply the different tools.
Yeah.
The real tools, because it is tools, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is tools. And it's having the capacity to react, but choosing not to.
Exactly.
That's
the power.
Yeah,
that's where the power is.
Yeah.
Big dog versus small dog.
Yeah.
Right? It is like that.
Yeah,
though.
it's like that.
The little dog is always.
Yeah. But being secure enough. And like turning towards your family, not against or away from. Well, it was really nice speaking to you.
Yes, same.
I'm really excited for the
It's gonna be
seminar.
awesome.
I haven't done a lot of breath work, but
Not
hopefully
yet.
we will do more before.
We'll do a lot.
So, anything you want to say in the end to people that are watching?
Maybe a last comment is women and men can join. Like our wives, both of us, they are joining also the seminar.
Yeah.
They're not teaching or anything, but they are there with us.
Yeah.
And they are there holding the space. So I just wanted to extend that to make it clear that like everyone can join. And if you come as a couple, it will be super powerful because you will experience also techniques that you can do together, and it will bring a new light and new perspective of the relationship. So please do come along. We still have spots. So yeah. Can't wait to do this. It's gonna be great.
Very good. Couples come together, and that is what I love about couples therapy, is when we get to do deep trauma work within the couple marriage therapy, because such a deep understanding comes to the behavior, and it really helps to see the pain of your spouse. So I think this is also going to be good if they get new techniques. So couples, singles, men, women, everybody's welcome, and we are looking forward to see you on the 9th of August at 10 o'clock at Listening Ármúli 40, and the price is 20,000. It's on listening.is. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
Lausnin fyrir þig.